And then now, myths and misconceptions, the last one for today, last copy. So let me share with you that there's a couple of myths and misconceptions of moksha, which we will talk more about that in future classes. The first one is, if I attain moksha, I will become happy. Now, that's a misconception. If you're looking for happiness in moksha, you've come to the wrong place. Because you know why? Your happiness is usually dependent on an object. Think about it. Think about all the times that you've been happy. There is always some change that is happening. From the time that you are a kid till now, it is always some change that is creating happiness. So if you think that moksha is another change, you got it wrong. In fact, samsara is getting tired of the change. Can you see that? So actually, the way to look at it is, if you're tired of becoming happy, tired of seeking happiness, then perhaps you're in the right place. So this is the first misconception. If you're looking for happiness, you need to investigate a little more. Go deeper. We'll do this inquiry a little later. If I attain moksha, I will become successful. Also not true. Will you become a failure? Also not true. Because your success and failure depends on your skills and lack of skills. It has got nothing to do with Brahman. So I know sometimes there are many academies or many institutions that use Vedanta as a means to motivate oneself. It's interesting, isn't it? But actually, it is. If you want to get motivated, go and attend some talks of the motivational gurus, motivational speakers. They will motivate you, because motivation is not true. Okay, if you look at the bottle half empty, the motivational speaker will make you look at it half full. That's all. But the bottle doesn't change. So basically, moksha is not to become successful. You can't become successful. Listen very carefully. You may become successful. You may fail, but it is not because of the knowledge. It is because of your skills that you become successful or you become a failure. Moksha is the goal for everyone is also a misconception, because we saw that samsara earlier. Now, change is always not a problem. Can you see that? For some people. But for some people, change is a problem. So therefore, we cannot say moksha is the goal for everyone, which we'll again talk about in a future class. And then moksha is only for a sannyasi. So I'm not able to see all of your pictures at this point in time, but this is also a misconception. Moksha is not for a sannyasi alone, but a sannyasi is much better prepared for moksha than perhaps a person who is not a sannyasi. But that doesn't disqualify you from attaining moksha, because it's entirely dependent on your competence, which is regardless of whether you're a sannyasi or not. All right, so this is how you look at it. So with that, now let's conclude. All right, there are many terms of moksha that we saw. We also saw the 5 types of moksha or mukti. We saw that the only one presented as kaivalya is the ultimate, and kaivalya is the knowledge of the self or Brahman that we saw. And then kaivalya mukti can be looked at from several perspectives. We saw that the different types of videha mukti, sadhya mukti, jivan mukti, krama mukti. And then the last point is there are also many myths and misconceptions surrounding moksha.